Good day, sir. Good day, everyone. I am Mark Anthony Pero Diaz, and today I'll be reporting about the narrative, genre, and intertext from the Reading in Visual Arts. And my code is 7377. Let's start. So first we have the narrative. Narrative is a Writing a narrative is a writers includes the three things, which is the beginning, the middle, and the end. So in the beginning, we have the introduction of main characters and their goals, and then in the middle is series of events, compilation secure, and tension heightens, and in the end, main conflict resolved and loose ends tied up. And we also have the fiction and non-fiction. A narrative is a fictional or non-fictional report of connected events presented in a sequence of written or spoken words. And or and or image. Narrative can be organized into two main categories, which is the fiction and non-fiction. Narrative must contain a plot, character, event, and action for both fiction and non-fiction. So next is we have the genre or genre. What is genre? A genre is a category of literature or other form of art or entertainment such as painting or music, like that in the picture that I show. Based on the certain definition criteria, genre change over time. Some become unpopular and go away, while new ones spring up as trends emerge. So genre are ways of writing and speaking that help people interact, communicate, and work together. In other words, genre reflect the things people do, and they are always evolving because human activity change time to suit new situational and fresh challenges. Genre offers an important way of framing text which assists comprehension. Genre knowledge orientates complete, competent readers of genre towards appreciate attitude, assumptions, and expectations about the text, which are useful in making sense of it. Next, intertext. So, in the intertext, the writer is a reader of text before she or he is a creator of text, and therefore the work of art is inevitably shoot through with reference, quotations, and influence of every kind. So, intertextuality or intertext is a shape of a text meaning by another text. It is the interconnection between similar or related words of literature that reflect and influence an audience interpretation of the text. Intertextuality is the relation between texts that are reflected by means of quotations and allu- allusions. Next. So for the summary, we don't come to them innocently, but always read them in terms of all the other things we know. We are satisfying at according to its likeness to other texts with which we are familiar because in social practices can operate in isolation from its social context. Any spoken, written, or reference visual text will either connote or cite other texts. By recalling these known stories, they will propel our reading in particular direction. A story can only be read by readers who share a similar context, background, and history. There are two related principles, genre and intertextuality, which we raised in earlier chapters. Next. Texts do not constitute a pure field, and no text is entirely free floating or entirely subject to the whim of its viewer. When we read a text as belonging to a particular genre, we are drawing on intertextual knowledge, classifying it according to its likeness to other texts with which we are familiar. This means that no spoken, written or written, visual text will either connote or cite other texts, and by recalling these known stories, they will propel our reading in particular direction. The author uses tools that are perhaps more important than time and even in pinning the narrative and directing the readers of the text to narrative. The book is published by Penguin Books. And for this, we have the question. In question number one is, narrative can be organized into two main categories, and what it is? A. Fiction and non-fiction. B. Organized and not organized. C. Instructional and guide. And D. Process and outcome. The correct answer is A. Letter. The correct answer is A. So, question number two. Writer includes the three things when they write a narrative, and what it is. A. Start, level, and done. B. Beginning, middle, and end. C. Low, intermediate, and high. And D. Introduction, body, and conclusion. So, the correct answer is C. Oh, sorry. The correct answer is B. Beginning, middle, and end. Correct answer is B. And the next question, the question number three. Genre can be used in different things except in painting, music, comedy, and playing. And the correct answer is letter D. For the next question, question number four. This genre can be used in dancing. So the choices is yes or no. The correct answer D, yes. Correct answer is yes. Because dancing has a different genre. Question number 5. It is an text that is related to one another, one or more another text. And the choices is A, narrative, B, genre, C, intertext, and D, interval. So the correct answer is letter C, intertext. So it would be the end. Thank you. And these are my reference. That would be all, sir. Thank you.